What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it's Friday night. That means it's time for RevX's wrestling review. I'm your co-host Buddhafire. With me, the co-host, as always, MJ Hat. And man, this week was boring. Garbage sounds good. Mm-hmm. That is boring. Mm-hmm. Bruh. Bruh. You've seen Braun Breaker's eyes just fucking flare up, and he slipped getting out of the ring to get to him. Like, he was heated. That was like character gold right there is what that was. I hope you enjoyed your. Yeah, that's a trip. Right. Cheers. What are we gonna do? Get a battle of the mask? Agreed. Yeah, but here's the thing. Right. Here's the thing, though. Ludwig Kaiser has done so much for that El Grande character over the past 6 months that it's going to be hard to give the reins back to Gable and him to have the same luck that Ludwig's had with him, especially in Mexico. Yeah. Yes. I see a 6-man tag somewhere in there. Be the Alpha Academy and El Grande Americano versus. I don't know if it'd be Chad Gable. It might be El Grande Americano. Let's go. Yeah. Hmm. I agree. Yeah. Right. Hey, thanks for the alert, WD. That's why we do this. Uh-oh.
There's both of them in 2 seconds.
Not
Obafemi,
now.
man. Let's talk. Huh?
Said he can't hear you, and I'm pretty
I
sure
hope.
I know as to why.
Yeah, you had me muted, didn't you?
I believe I did.
Okay, well, that's all right. That's all right. We ain't too far in. Thank you.
Thankfully.
Thank you,
Appreciate that.
WD.
Appreciate that, brother.
Ray, did you hear everything good on my end, yeah? Just making sure. Just making sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Thank you, sir. What do you think about Obafemi? Let's talk about that for a second. Obafemi.
Dude, he destroyed the War Raiders. Like, I think I was most impressed with his with the height that he gave Ivar that freaking sidewalk or not sidewalk. Oh my God! Hello. Hey, Rage. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Scared shit out of me.
Hell yeah, Rage.
I wasn't ready for that. But man, when he hit that freaking front slam and I swear he got him 12 feet in the air. That big boy can take a bump.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good,
Well,
Rage. Thank you for the follow, though.
Typing is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Typing is very hard, Rage. Obafemi, man, he's the biggest free agent in the game right now. He also appeared on SmackDown. We'll get to that shortly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with him flip-flopping. I would like to see him go into a program with none other than Brock Lesnar.
I think it's what they're aiming for.
I hope so, because that's going to be magnifique. Let's see. Moving forward, we got a Finn Balor vignette, and this vignette was his upbringing in NXT and how he was a wrestler before, and now he's a sports entertainer, because there is a difference, and that's true. There is. Bella Twins come out and say that they're the original tag team and they're going for tag team gold. Please no. Send Brie Bella home.
I triple that. No, I don't even double that. I triple that.
Letters and stuff. Diz says, WD, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, WD. Alpha Academy and Burt Krishner in the back. Maxine says she's gonna get Natty. Maxine Dupree and Natty. I don't know. Like they need to come to a payoff soon. Yeah, right. It needs to come to a payoff because it's not really going anywhere. So, this is why we were talking about how this was all a drama-fied show, and this was kind of boring. Like this week was, and I hate to say it because I'm a fan, but this was kind of garbage this week.
It was.
This is definitely skippable. Match number 2, singles match. It's Penta versus Bronson Reed. This match was pretty one-sided as Bronson Reed showed his power a lot during the match. Austin Theory and Logan Paul tried to get involved, but Penta hit a splash on both to take them out. Reed hits a tsunami, but the ref is recovering. Reed grabs a chair, but LA Knight comes back, hits the BFT on Reed onto the chair, and he can't answer the 10 count, so Penta wins by countout. Man, the vision's falling apart. The vision is falling apart, and it's at the hands of LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think that's probably the best way they could have brought him back, considering he took a little vacation, which, I mean, the man's been working for the past 5-6 years nonstop, so you're entitled to a little vacation. So
sure.
I think him coming back and just completely destroying the vision in due time is probably the best thing for him at the current moment.
Yeah, I agree. Dominic Mysterio's music hits and he makes his way to the ring. he introduces the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan. Morgan says she doesn't know who she wants to pick. Says we will see a new women's champion in Raquel Rodriguez tonight. Raquel tells Liv to stay in the back and she will win on her own. Then Stephanie Vaquer's music hits, her new music, mind you, and she makes her way out, heading into match number 3, the women's championship match. This was, of course, a Philly street fight in ECW territory. This is why I mentioned ECW before. Stephanie and Raquel. This match was very brutal. Probably the best match of the night. Both women put their bodies on the line to come away with a victory. In the end, Stephanie Vaquer is able to retain after failed attempts of Liv and Roxanne trying to interfere. After the match, Liv hits an Oblivion on Vaquer and grabs the heavyweight title and holds it up in the air like it's hers. And man, that was a good sight. Liv is not a bad champion. She does wonders for the belt. The women's heavyweight division, in particular, Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, Raquel Rodriguez, this whole story with Judgment Day. What do you think?
I think in the end, something's going to happen to where they turn on Raquel.
Yeah.
I think Liv and Roxanne make more sense right now being teamed up than Raquel and Liv. I think that's kind of ran its course. But the good thing is that Liv can work with anybody and make them
True.
look just as good as she makes herself look.
Also, I'd like to point out that there was some production errors in this match in particular, and if you listen closely, you'll be able to hear the two, Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel, communicating throughout the match, because, they do that. But they were loud, and the mics picked them up. I just wanted to point that out. That's production entirely. That's Raw's fault. We shouldn't have heard it, but we did. Finn Balor NXT Originals vignette. I must have got him confused. The other one was him talking about CM Punk and how he was going to, hold his own.
Yeah.
And how he didn't feel like he was respected. So, and he's not. Finn Balor's a great wrestler when he's solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judgment Day has
you
killed
said it. You said it right there when he's solo. Even having JD with him, I don't think would hurt him too bad. If it was just JD.
No. Just JD.
He don't need Dom. Definitely don't need the women of the group. So I give him a face turn. See what happens.
I see. I love that. I love that thought process, because I thought that's where we were going after the match with CM Punk, which was a banger, by the way.
Oh, it was.
4.5-star match. Speaking of bangers, Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. He asked the audience who they think he should go after. The crowd chanted Punk. No surprise there. Punk's music hits. He makes his way out. Punk immediately addresses Balor first. He gets right up in the camera's face. And that was brilliant. That was beautiful.
That was.
And probably the best mic work Punk did all night. So, just throwing that out there. Punk and Reigns go back and forth a little bit. Reigns has picked CM Punk to challenge at Mania. Roman's words were, "You made my life harder." I don't know if you caught that or not.
I did.
I most certainly did. Also, Roman brought up Colt Cabana and the podcast and the pipe bomb and all that happened in 2014.
Yeah,
I think it was. So, let's be honest here, and let's talk about this. Roman versus Punk, that's night 2 main event material? Yes.
Yeah, guaranteed. They went night 1 last year, so they'll get night 2 this year.
No, Punk deserves night 2.
I agree.
1,000% deserves it. Roman is Roman. He's the new Cena.
Yep.
Okay, he's going to be the guy at the top that nobody can beat, and if they do beat him, it's because he let them. That's how this works. I gotta say, man, all in all, I'm giving my lowest score I've ever gave on one of our wrestling reviews, and I'm disappointed to do so. 1.5. and
I
had
said
the.
I said 2.5, but I honestly
know you
think
did.
that might be my lowest as well.
This show sucked. The crowd was not into anything except the end segment with Roman and Punk. The only thing that was good as far as wrestling goes was the Philly street fight in ECW territory, which again, the crowd really didn't pop for. Maybe a little, but not a lot. We didn't get ECW chants like we used to. We didn't get what chants like we used to. Times are changing.
Mhm.
Like the new era is here. I feel like we're losing our past.
We are losing our
Bad
past.
as I hate to word it that way, but that's what I'm seeing. And forgive me, because I could be maybe pushing it a little bit, but I don't know, man. I feel like we could do so much better. But that's my thoughts. The only other thing I had to mention about Raw was I don't like the way that Punk and Roman kind of threw Drew McIntyre under the bus. He is the undisputed champion for a reason.
He made up for it tonight.
Even if he is, yeah, sure, tonight. But they had 4 days in between where Drew just ate that, like he just ate it, and I don't think that's really cool. That's just me.
Right.
You want to take us into the news, or do you have more thoughts on Raw? Or
You basically touched everything on Raw. Raw was it was not worth the watch this week. It was very disappointing, even for it to. I think it went 2.5 hours. Still yet, not a lot. 3 matches in 2.5 hours, guys. 3 matches.
It's horrible.
Too
SmackDown
many
did
backstage segments. Too many interviews. Too many out front. Scenarios. Like, we watch wrestling for wrestling, not for the soap opera part of it. I know it is part of it, but I still want to see some wrestling matches. So
There's a line you can have both.
Yeah.
There's a fine line there, and they're just on the wrong side of it is all.
So let's touch on something you actually said earlier that is wrestling news, and that's the fact that AJ is either going to TNA or he's going to WWE as producer. There's been a lot of speculation about him online. So my question to you is, how do you feel, or what do you feel AJ's going to do?
AJ's going to appear somewhere else. I don't think it's going to be WWE producer. I think, and I know this is speculation. Let me clarify that before I say it. I think TNA is a good shout, but that's under WWE umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So his match with Gunther retired him from his career in WWE.
Correct.
There's always New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
There's always AEW.
Mm-hmm.
There's always another promotion. Like, AJ will do AJ. He did not take the gloves off for a reason. So I hope to see him in the match at least one more time. What about you? What do you think about AJ?
I don't see him going to AEW. I think WWE's been too good to him for him to do something like that. Being honest with you, I was always surprised that Edge went to AEW.
Yeah.
But he had a few matches that he wanted to get out of the way, one of them being against Christian. So he went where he thought he could do it. AJ really has nothing in AEW to do. I mean, granted, the Bucks and Kenny Omega are all there, and it'd be a nice reunion for him. But I mean, honestly and truthfully, the man's almost 50. I think he's actually being legitimate when he says he wants to spend more family time.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, because AJ could do so good. Let's talk about the other thing in the news, though. Let's talk about your new TNA, or I'm sorry, not TNA, excuse me, NXT World Heavyweight Champion. Say his name and he appears, Joe Hendry. Oh.
Best choice they could have made.
Yeah, out of the roster they have, 100%. And let's be real, the roster's not great right now.
No.
They've called a bunch of people up, and it's a whole thing. So,
Something I
I
see
don't.
that you don't have in the news that I kind of wanted to cover. At
Yes.
I think it was the something to do with the Olympics, but
Yeah.
there's videos online of MJF and Seth Rollins having a conversation, a subtle conversation.
Really.
You're
Really.
talking about okay. So to most people, this might sound just kind of boring, and I understand that. But let me explain this a little bit more. You're talking about two of the biggest names from rival companies having a
Yeah.
subtle conversation about life and wrestling and things like that without
Sure.
either one of them showing any cockiness towards one another besides their normal selves. Okay, and both of them are very
Yeah.
cocky in their normal selves. But like,
Yeah.
it was awesome to see. I thought personally, I was watching what I could see of it, and it's just a little snippet. It's like 30 seconds long, but it's just some of them talking about life and how it is, and some of them talking about wrestling. And there was the last one I caught was both of them talking about injuries. You
Yeah.
know, regardless of how many wrestling companies are out there, regardless of how many companies are trying to be as big, if not bigger, than the the ultra alpha WWE, there's
Yeah.
still subtle people in this world. And
Sure.
thankfully, on those videos, please go look them up, go find them for yourselves. They're worth the watch. But two
Yep.
subtle people having conversation without having to worry about, oh, my brand's bigger or my brand's bigger type deal.
Sure.
And
Sure.
another thing to go watch, again, not in the news, but that's okay. It just kind of came to mind. Another thing that you should go watch is AJ Styles' interview with Stephanie McMahon. If you have not watched
Yeah.
that, that is a very wholesome interview.
I started to, and then I didn't get to because I got distracted and was doing other things, which is
Right.
my life on a daily basis. Um, yeah, I seen it. I seen that he really went on there, and he looked like he was pouring out his heart. And she asked him about the gloves.
Oh, yeah.
He gave her a cryptic answer, if memory serves.
Yep.
But I again, I hope to see AJ do something somewhere at least one more time because that was shit for a retirement. So,
Well, with that, guys, we've
is
covered
what
the
it is.
wrestling news for the week. So let's go ahead and get into the SmackDown review for tonight, 2/6, coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. We open the show with the recap from the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre makes his way out to the ring. Cody attacks during his entrance. Security has to rip them apart. Cody then gets on the mic and cuts a promo on Drew about his elimination from the Rumble. Talks about Roman and
Yep.
CM Punk. He was on fire tonight. Like he was cooking on all cylinders. That was some of his best
Right?
promo work that I've seen from him in, I would almost say, a solid year.
Yeah.
Cody
I gotta
declares that
agree.
he's on a mission, like he says in the notes. It was a very solid promo. And okay, so opening segments of both shows is 5 stars. Just being honest, but it's
Yeah.
everything that happens after that that just kills that 5 star momentum.
Yeah, man. I just yeah, you're right. It's everything else that kind of runs it. But at least SmackDown has wrestling. Oh my
Yes.
god. Netflix is just drama. It's just drama.
Right.
Ah.
We get an interview with Jillia and Kiana James leading into their match. Nick Aldis tells Cody in the back that the only way he gets a title shot is if he wins Elimination Chamber. And that leads us into match number 1, which was the women's tag team title match. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defend their titles against Jillia and Kiana James. This match was slow as fuck.
Yeah, it
Frequent
was.
tags, though. Heels are on top for the first bit of the match. Hot tag to Rhea changed the whole dynamic of this match. Io is the punching bag and Rhea is the savior. In the end, Riptide followed by Over the Moonsault for the champs to retain. What's your
Yep.
thoughts on this, brother?
Honestly, it was boring. It was boring, but we knew that that was going to be that way because it was Julia and Kiana James. I think next week, who they're facing, we'll talk about that in a little bit, because they're defending their titles again next week.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a better match because that's a challenge to overcome.
Yes. Yes.
looking forward to that.
In
Carry on.
the back, we get an Ilya Dragunov and Miz segment. Carmelo steps in and says, "You're not getting a title shot to Miz, and Ilya will, but not tonight." Which leads us to our next match, which was a singles match between The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo comes out swinging just as soon as the bell rang. They kept talking about the open challenge on commentary, so I don't think it was going away. This was reversal after reversal after reversal, with lots of back and forth between these two, and there is a lot of history. Former tag team champions, that was a power ball that Miz did. He bounced Carmelo off the top, off the rope, back on his shoulders, and onto a sit-out power bomb. It was quite impressive. That was actually impressive coming from The Miz.
Let me stop you right there, because if you guys didn't see it, go back and watch this match, because I'm telling you, he literally picked him up, power bombed him on the rope, had him back up again, and then sit out power bomb. It was beautiful.
It was
I don't
beautiful.
think I've ever seen Miz do something that purdy.
No, but up until here recently, Miz really wasn't going against guys that were smaller than him.
No, he wasn't.
Miz has been a main eventer for the longest time, so he was going up against big boys that I like. Okay, I don't see him getting a Triple H up for a fucking Ricochet powerbomb. That's or something like that.
Or let's go back in time a little bit. A Big Show, a Kane,
right?
Maybe a Hurricane Helms.
Yeah, he could have got him up. Yeah, he could have got him up. John Morrison, he probably could have done it to him. But John Cena, you see him doing John Cena that way? Hell no.
I see him trying.
I see Cena like reversing that and doing his own. That would be more believable.
Yeah.
Anyway, into this match saw Miz go for a skull-crushing finale for Carmella to reverse and roll out into the first 48 for the dub. Have to say,
honestly,
that was impressive too.
It really was. This whole transition at the end of this match, Miz and Carmelo, it was skull-crushing finale, roll through, first 48 into a power bomb, and man, it was just wild. It was wild. They were going so quick, it was hard to keep up.
They have good chemistry.
After reversal after reversal. Yes, because they were tag team partners. Because of the history. This was a good match. This was probably one of the better ones.
Right. Tiffany Stratton interview into a Chelsea Green segment. Stupid. No, the only thing that was stupid about that was those stupid-ass papers she has. Yeah. That they were throwing out into the audience. Uncle Howdy vignette towards Solo. Match number three already, and we're only like halfway through the show, guys. Was an Elimination Chamber triple threat qualifier match. It was Lash Legend against Tiffany Stratton against Chelsea Green. Chelsea was immediately made a punching bag. These women were trading licks hard. Lash Legend had such a size advantage, this task was daunting. Just for a few moments, they made it look like Chelsea was going to win. However, as expected, Tiffany Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault ever to advance to the chamber. Now, I will say, you're absolutely right. There for a second, it looked like Chelsea was going to hit the unprettier on Tiffany to get that victory. But at the last second, everything just changed. Of course, we knew Tiffy was going to win. It's her first match back. They're not going to lose. They're not going to lose her out yet.
No. Let me ask you though, if Chelsea Green had won, and let's say Chelsea Green actually gets to the point to where she has an opportunity at the women's title, are you opposed? And I'm not saying she should, but are you opposed to that woman being your champion?
Hell no. Would you like me to tell you why?
Why?
Look what she done with the U.S. title.
Thank you.
For 5 months, she carried that title with pride and she defended it all the time. She defended it against people that had a legitimate reason to go go after the title, and B, strip her of that title. Well, Zelina Vega was not it for me, guys. Like, I'll just be straight up forward and honest with you. If I seen anybody taking that title off of her, it was like, I don't know, Alexa Bliss maybe. Maybe that's a good shout.
Speaking, let me just ask you here then.
Sure.
Because I see it coming. Chelsea Green has put in the work. She's jobbed out for everybody. And if you don't know what job means, look it up. It's a real wrestling term. I've got to say, man, if anybody deserves a title run, it's Chelsea Green, just hands down.
I think if anything, they give her the U.S. title back, let her be a 3-time champion. That makes her the first to do that as well. She likes first. So
Yeah.
I see them giving her the U.S. title before they do the women's world title.
You're probably right, but before the end of her career, I would like to see Chelsea Green win a heavyweight champion.
Here's what I would love to see. I would love to see her move to Raw and given an actual push. I think it would work wonders for her, and it would revamp her a little bit. Instead of being seen on SmackDown, she'd be seen all over the world on Netflix, on Raw. And I think with that kind of push and them booking her correctly, she could be a top player without a shadow of a doubt.
Who's her husband?
Matt Cardona.
And where is he?
WWE, baby.
Which brand?
Is he on Raw?
He is on SmackDown.
He is on, and yes, and they do try to keep couples together on shows. Yes, you're absolutely right about that.
So
but
one moves, the other will have to as well.
I mean, that's fun. Let it happen.
Woo woo woo. Sorry.
Matt Cardona could be a very good Intercontinental Champion again.
Yeah, he could. I don't think he's main event status, but yeah, Intercontinental, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Give Dominique Mysterio a run for his money.
That would be one.
Sir.
Sorry, I would actually have to say I'd rather see Matt Cardona than Dominic Mysterio, and y'all know how big of a fan of Dominic Mysterio I am.
Tiffany Stratton moved on to the Elimination Chamber. I just wish it was Chelsea Green. That's my thought process. Go ahead though. Carry on.
After that, we get an interview with Orton coming up on his 10th chamber match if he qualifies. Aleister Black interrupts. Go figure. Kit Wilson comes out to claim he's removing the toxicity from SmackDown. Anyone who's in the Rumble, he says, come get me. Obafemi answers the call and just completely destroys him. Like,
no surprise there. 30-second match.
Yeah, I like this whole Oba's just destroying everything thing because that's what needs to happen. They have a very good opportunity to put this man in a big position, and I really hope they don't let it slip through their fingers. So what they're doing now is great. Keep doing it like that until you get him ready. Right. But keep going with that until you get him ready. Or have him come out and cut a promo and be like, nobody can stop me. And like you said earlier, have Brock Lesnar come out to answer that call.
Brock Lesnar.
That is a Mania. Sir. That is a Mania fantasy matchup right there is what that is.
Sure is. And we're probably going to get it this year. Fingers crossed.
And I'm okay with that. So like we said, 30-minute match done. Like, yeah, not 30 minutes, but 30-second match done. R-Truth and Damian Priest segment. Drew walks by on his way to the ring. Drew makes his way to the ring. Jacob attacks Drew in the ring. Drew has everyone after him. Karma is a biatch, LOL. Drew runs away again. Like, he just was not having a good night, guys. Regardless of where he came out at, somebody was attacking his ass.
I do want to warn everybody that ads are coming up in 90 seconds, so please be aware. If you don't have a sub to the channel, please consider now's the time to do that, or sign up for Twitch Turbo. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not sponsored or nothing, but that's a nice plug. Aldis tells Jacob, you want Drew, win Chamber. He's in next week's qualifier. Match number 5 of the evening. Yes, we're already at 5. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tama Tonga. Hard to get excited about this match, but it's a match, so the emphasis on this match was on Tama Tonga. Honestly, was good till the end. Interference spot distracted Shinsuke for Tama to get the dub with the cutthroat elbow or whatever the fuck he's calling it. It's so
I don't know
dumb.
what he's calling it.
It's so dumb.
It's a ridiculous move. It's not something you should be using.
It don't even look like he hits him.
They need to revamp it.
It don't even look like he hits him. Like, that's the bad part. We get a
No.
backstage segment with Motor City Machine Guns and Fraxium and Johnny and Candice. Everyone hates Johnny, and that's
Yeah.
very true. And they had him laying on a gurney. It's fucking great.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Gargano. Okay. Johnny Gargano has pissed the entire tag team division off, and his tag team partner left him and went to AEW. So what do they do with him now?
But I hate to say it, him going to AEW is probably the best decision he made.
Yeah, it was great for Ciampa. Great for Ciampa. But what do we do with Gargano?
Leave him in the mid-card status where he's at.
He's not a singles competitor. He
might
never
be.
has been.
He could be. Like, I mean, go back and watch some old school NXT when he was a singles competitor. The man's good. If given the right booking, the man is good. I would like to see him as a legitimate contender for the U.S. title. I guarantee you, him and Carmelo could put on some hell of matches.
I could see that. I can see that for sure.
We get a Rio interview that Nia and Lash interrupt. We get a Judgment Day. A Judgment Day appears. Liv and Raquel.
They walk by this interview, yeah.
Yeah, Kit Wilson rolls up on Matt Cardona and Apollo Crews. It's weird to hear that name again.
I know, right?
Nick Aldis.
There.
Yeah, right. Nick Aldis introduces Liv Morgan. Liv talks about the best, or being the best. Says, let's address the elephant in the room. Raquel interrupts and says it's about to bring the Rumble up again when Jade's music hits. Jade straight up tells her, if you choose me, I'm going to beat that ass. Jordan Grace interrupts. Aldis says tag match right now. So that gives us our main event of the evening. Women's tag team match.
I'm sorry.
Is there seven?
It's 7.
Oh, there is 7 matches. I'm sorry, guys.
I misput that. That's my bad, not yours.
Your pre-main event is Jade Cargill and Jordan Grace versus the Judgment Day. This match saw a lot of shit talking. The heels and 3 heels and 1 face did not make for a good combo. So 2 miscues. Jade Cargill kicks Jordan Grace in the face. Raquel Rodriguez kicks Liv Morgan in the face. Jordan Grace got the roll up for the victory. This match never should have taken place.
No, it was awful. It was awful. This is just one of those things you throw together in the moment, and I get why he did it. But the tension between Jade Cargill and Jordan Grace made it feel awful. Just awful. Jade is not a tag team competitor right now. She is at the top of her game. She is your women's WWE champion. And
she's not defended the fucking title in 100 days.
That's what I was just about to say. Who has she fought since she became champion?
Nobody. Why the hell give her the title if you're not going to have her fight anybody? I'm sorry, but even though she's facing Jordan Grace, it's still...
Yeah, it's bad. It's just bad. It's just bad.
Ain't nothing going to change?
I don't know.
Bad booking.
I can't get behind it. I can't get
bad booking, guys. Sami Zayn looks like his dog does. It's fucking great.
It's true.
Trick Williams comes in being an asshole, which is normal for him. We get Jade and Jordan next week for the title, like we just said. They recap the Roman Reigns CM Punk promo from Raw, which was great. That was one saving grace of Raw. If you hadn't seen that or you didn't catch that, go watch that 10-minute segment. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Drew comes back out, stands on the announcer's table, says Jacob and Cody shouldn't be in the chamber. Trash talk Sammy. Let's talk about Monday, he says. I was disappointed, he says. Insecure, he says. I've earned this title, he says. This is the original title. To say otherwise makes you a liar. I get it, Roman. You took the easy way out. Drew then says, I'm the best in the world and the main eventer of Mania. Trick Williams comes out. You worried about being about the wrong thing. Says, I'm coming for you, Drew. Drew says, walk before you run, kid.
I mean, that's basically how it went. Maybe not word for word, but... Man, it definitely, Drew was out there. He was pouring his heart out. He addressed them shit-talking him on Raw. He did speak up at that, which good for him. He needed to. Mm-hmm. Trick Williams, Trick is not ready for Drew McIntyre.
No.
That is a squash match. Mm-hmm. If it happens, it's squash. So,
Now, guys, just letting you know that next week's SmackDown being the 13th, the 13th, and the following week, the 20th, will not be on USA. They will actually be on Sci-Fi because USA is hosting the Olympics. So make sure, if you actually do follow SmackDown, that you know that next week, next Friday, and the Friday after, the 13th and the 20th again, will be on Sci-Fi. It's the first time it's been on Sci-Fi in like some years, but it's going to be on Sci-Fi, so make sure that if you're watching, that's where you're watching it at. Next week, we're getting Trick versus Ray Phoenix. Women's World Championship as Jade Cargill defends against Jordan Grace. Women's World Title match, Women's Tag Title match is Rio defend against Lash and Nia. We got a Chamber qualifier as it's Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu versus Sami Zayn. That's the men's one, and then we get into women's one, which is Alexa Bliss versus Zelina Vega versus Julia. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4. That's already 5 matches scheduled for next week, and I'm sure they'll probably throw some kind of filler match in there. Oh no!
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even talking about Carmelo Hayes
right.
and his U.S. Open title. So
Solo can't find his family before his match, leading us into match number. I'm gonna get up real close to the mic for this. Match number 7.
On a SmackDown, bro. On a SmackDown.
That was probably a little sexy. I hope you all enjoy that on the podcast.
Listen. Here's the thing. 7 matches on a TV show is insane nowadays.
Solid. That's a pay-per-view, guys. That's what we used to pay $50 a month to watch, was 7 matches on a card.
But let me stop you. It would have been better if they were good matches.
Fair.
Most of them were shit.
But at least we had 7 matches. Anyway, main event of the evening is the men's elimination chamber qualifier match. It was Randy Orton taking on Solo Sikoa versus Aleister Black. This was a steady match. All 3 men fighting for that first chamber spot. All 3 men really pushed here to give it their all. This could have been any one of these 3. Several 1-2 oohs. However, in the end, we saw an RKO to Aleister Black. Solo sets up for the Samoan Spike. Orton doesn't even look. He an RKO Solo Sikoa out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton is your first entrant into the Elimination Chamber 2026.
And I'm going to say right here, is anybody surprised by this?
No.
Is anyone at all?
Because not in the least bit.
Let's be honest. I'm 1,000% okay with Randy Orton competing in the Elimination Chamber for the 10th time. 10.
He is the record holder for that now.
Yeah.
So, put that in your history books, guys. Anyway, Hat says that he gives this show a 2, and I'm going to give it just a hair bit more and say a 2.5 again. So this week was not good for wrestling, guys.
Good. The amount of matches on SmackDown was good. The amount on Raw was shit. We had 10 matches overall throughout the week, and 8 of them were garbage. Just really. 8 of them were garbage. So it's very hard to get enthusiastic about the product when the product is garbage. Paul, I'm looking at you, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
You got to get your shit together. Come on, Triple H. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
You can build better stories for Elimination Chamber. I mean, you got 12 people to put in 2 matches, so you got time.
Guys, please be advised that the Elimination Chamber also will be coming to you in 3 weeks' time, and honestly, I'm excited for that. Elimination Chamber is the last stop before Mania, and I really, 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 really want to know who's fighting who at Mania. Sure, we know we've got Punk and Roman. Does Drew make it all the way? Does Punk make it? That's another question.
Punk will make it. They've already started building this campaign, so they'll let that play out. They've got, I think it was 10 weeks to Mania. I think that's what Joe Tessitore said tonight, was like 10 weeks.
Curveball here. What if Drew McIntyre loses his title?
Sucks for him.
Fair.
So I'm sorry. I do not like Drew as champion. There's no point for it. I know Cody was behind the decision on that, but he could have lost to somebody else that would have actually done something with that championship. Drew's done nothing but continuously be a whiny bitch the whole freaking way.
Now, I have one more question for you before we get off the air.
Yeah.
For the Elimination Chamber matches next week, who are you thinking?
Oh, let me look them back up again. Oh, they're right here. Okay.
I can read them to you if you like.
I'm torn in the Cody Jacob Sammy match.
Yep.
But I have to say Cody wins somehow. I want Jacob to win, but I have to say Cody wins somehow.
I want Sami Zayn to win, but it's going to be Cody Rhodes.
I feel as though Alexa will be the one to win the women's triple threat.
She better be. She better be.
Julia has no reason nor position to be in that match whatsoever. Sorry. They dropped the ball with Julia, and I'm sorry. If she's not going to make any attempt to learn English, then there's no point in her being there.
What do you overall this week was like a 2. What are you looking forward to moving forward?
Honestly, seeing who actually is going to make it into Elimination Chamber. We still have 5 matches on each side to determine the rest of the participants in these matches. So, I mean, there's still 10 people that have to qualify for these matches, which if you break that down, that's 10 matches of triple threats probably.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's good.
Do we get a losers bracket, you reckon, toward the end?
No.
Because I think we will.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
You don't think so?
Yeah. I could be wrong. They might do 4, and then have the other 2 be the hell. How would you have 2 fatal 4-ways?
It could be a fatal 4-way. It could come down to a singles match too. So, I mean, because cards are always subject to change. They can do whatever they want.
True.
That's it. That's all the questions I got, man. I won't keep you. We've already been on for 52 minutes, so.
I figured we were going to go.
Any final thoughts?
WWE's got to pick it up this week, next week. Like, I hope that Raw is so much better than the Raw we just watched. We'll have to wait and see, but this has probably been since we've been doing these reviews, this is probably my lowest that I've ever gave.
I agree.
In a 2-week span, or in a week span. So, that being said, hopefully, fingers are crossed, next week's better, and maybe we'll have a more positive outlook on wrestling next week than we do this week. But with that, guys, I think that is going to conclude this edition of the RevX Wrestling Review. As always, we thank you guys for coming on and being part of the show. We will be live again next Friday night. What is that? Friday the 13th, guys. It is Friday the 13th that night. But we will be live, and it'll be a lot sooner than like 11:40. Sorry about that. We do apologize for that. We just had some stuff going on that we were a little late on.
Yeah, Buddha. Yeah, Buddha.
Hey, you were just bad. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, guys,
right. We're late. Sorry.
Until next Friday, I'm Buddha. That's MJ Hat. We are Revolution X, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. Later. Peace out.
Stay frosty, y'all. Be good.